Hi, my name is Alexandra Joya, and today I'm here with Hope Saltz, who is a D1 athlete and also an Austin Scholar. So, my first question is, what year are you, and what is your role on Austin Scholars?
Hi. So thanks. Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to me with me. I am a junior here at Merrimack College, and I am a part of the Austin Scholars community. And I'm also on the auxiliary board of the Austin Scholars.
That's really cool. How do you like the auxiliary board?
I really enjoy it. One of the main reasons I joined is that I absolutely love doing the open houses for the Austin Scholars program. I got started doing it my freshman year, and personally, the Austin Scholars Program has had such an impact on my life that I really wanted to share it, be able to share it with freshmen that were incoming and, try and get them into the program that I love so much.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the auxiliary board too so far.
Yeah.
What sports do you play at Merrimack?
So I play women's tennis here at Merrimack, and I'm actually captain of the women's team this year, along with one of my other actually best friends on the team.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you found it difficult balancing both Austin Scholars and being the captain?
It can be difficult, definitely. Like there's sometimes a lot of conflict schedules, obviously, since I have to have, set practice times and set match times. So I've had to miss classes or miss certain events. Like my freshman year, I had to miss the Austin Scholars Olympics, which made me sad because that's always one of my favorite events that I've actually been able to do now. Um, so yeah, it's a bit difficult in that sense, but SJ and the professors that I've had so far have been really accommodating and understand that I have to work around certain things within my schedule, but not too difficult, I would say.
That's good. I feel like the community in Austin Scholars is really helpful.
No, definitely. Like if I missed a class, somebody, that's the benefit of living with people who are taking the same classes. They're like, oh yeah, I can tell you exactly what we did in class today.
Have you found that like being a D1 athlete has changed since COVID has started, or just your experience at Merrimack?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, but definitely both have changed. Not, I wouldn't say drastically, but I mean, it's been a huge impact. Obviously, when the whole school was shut down, it was during the spring semester and during spring break. And I was actually in Florida with my team. So we were there playing tennis, and obviously we got the emails, and it was actually, we got the final email saying, classes are canceled, at least for this week, you need to go home kind of thing. Right after our last match, which was kind of not sad, but we all realized okay, it's probably likely we're not going to have a season, which sucked, obviously, because we had two seniors, pardon me, on the team. And, it was a loss, but I mean, that's what everybody was going through. Every school, every athlete, got their seasons canceled or their, spring season canceled. So it's definitely affected being an athlete in these times because obviously we have limits on practices and we have limits on lift, and it's a bit odd to go into the lift room and be wearing a mask and have to social distance and clean down the whole rack after I touch it. But that's what we have to do in these times. And as at least for our team, we've stepped it up and we've been good. We haven't had an outbreak within our team so far. So just
I
being cautious.
definitely a lot of people have stepped up, which is good. Do you guys usually play in the spring?
Yeah,
Or
we're a spring sport.
oh, that's good. So hopefully it
Yeah,
stays.
we're still keeping our fingers crossed for next semester. We haven't heard anything definitive from the league yet, nor have we heard anything from our conference. So, we're still holding out hope. Worst case scenario, it gets canceled. We are still able to practice, I mean, we'll just be practicing indoors. So,
It's just practice still, though. It must be tough for last year's senior and this year's seniors.
yeah, it really sucks. It was weird too, because usually we would do a senior day for them, we'd have a home match and we give them their little gifts, and we still even haven't been able to give them their gifts yet because we just haven't been able to see them. But we are grateful that we got to have that little extra time all together in Florida, because obviously we don't obviously live together usually, and we were all in a hotel room suite together. So we all got to cook together and spend the day together and hit together. So it really was a nice way to end it, at least, even if it was a lot earlier than we expected.
Oh, that's good. It definitely feels like so long ago when things were normal.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I watch movies now and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not wearing a mask, or they're in a public setting, and there's people around them.
That's crazy. Um, Moving a little like away from being like an athlete, but what are your other involvements at Merrimack?
So besides Austin Scholars and tennis, I'm on the One Love Society board, which is about domestic violence within college campuses. Um, it just started this year. It's like a very small involvement, but we hosted our first event, I guess you would say, last night. It was basically like a Zoom meeting, because obviously we can't really do a ton of in-person stuff, but it was nice. And really, we're just like trying to help people, give resources for those who might be experiencing any domestic violence within relationships on campus.
That's a great program. Did you guys
Yeah.
present to SGA earlier this year?
Sorry?
Did you guys present to student government earlier this year?
Yeah, we did.
I'm on SGA. I think I remember you guys
Oh,
presenting.
yep.
Well, that's awesome. Do you have any advice for students who are balancing a lot of involvement or being an athlete during this crazy time?
Yeah, I mean, even if you aren't an athlete, like especially Austin Scholars, I know are usually involved with like, so many different boards or programs or other things going on, as well as being, in classes. My advice that I usually tell the freshmen I have for, as teammates, or I teach FYE as well. So like the freshmen I have for FYE, like I really stress the Google Calendar or like a planner of some kind, because I'm somebody who if I don't write it down or put it in my calendar, like I usually will forget it. So yeah, having that and being able to see my day, if I need to set up an appointment with somebody or like go into, get even dinner with somebody, I need to be like, oh wait, no, I have, this meeting, or I should call SJ or something like that.
I have become like so reliant on Google Calendar since starting college. It's crazy.
Oh my God, yeah. Especially with Zoom now, because a ton of your stuff is online. So like you can easily just like, I even have my Zoom links for my classes that I have like online right there, so I can just easily click it. But yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you for speaking with me today.
Yeah, of course.